Do you want your dream home instead of just a house? Buying a fixer-upper home allows you to create your dream home. You will not have to live in a house that someone else designed. My name is Danielle Lewis, and today I am going to tell you about the pros and cons of buying a fixer-upper home. If you're thinking about buying a home, this is something you should consider. If you're thinking about purchasing a home, you should think about a fixer-upper because you can make it your own home. You don't have to go with the design that was already made. You can design it the way you want. I actually bought a house this summer, and I am currently in the process of fixing up my new home. First, I will discuss the possible cons of purchasing a fixer-upper home over a turnkey home. Second, I will discuss the pros of purchasing a fixer-upper home instead of a turnkey home. And finally, I will discuss the places that you can find foreclosed homes, which are the most common ways that people acquire a fixer-upper house. When deciding whether you should buy a fixer-upper home or a turnkey home, you first need to look at the cons. First option mortgage tells us that the cons include the possibility of going over your budget and time frame. There is a possible strain on your relationships due to disagreements on decisions and less time together. You may need to live somewhere else while the home is being worked on, which can be a small inconvenience when you consider all the years that you're going to have in your new home. Now that you've looked at the cons, you need to look at the pros and see if they outweigh the cons for you. You must consider the pros because you have to decide what holds more weight for you, the pros or the cons. Motto Mortgage says that the pros are personalizing your new home. You can make the home into your dream home. It can be cheaper than a turnkey home, especially if you are able to complete the work on it yourself. If you have to hire people to do the work, it can cost more money, but it can still be cheaper than buying a turnkey home. You're able to make your own timeline. You can renovate at your own speed. You can do it all in a month, or you can take a year or two to complete it if you'd like. Now that you've decided that buying a fixer-upper home might be right for you, where should you look to find one? Many people look for foreclosed homes because that is often the cheapest way to get a home to work on. U.S. News tells us that the best places to look for foreclosed homes are on bank websites. These websites will usually tell you a description of the home, the price, and an agent you can talk to. Sometimes they even have photos. You can look on government-owned websites such as HUD Housing. County buildings and websites will often have a list of their foreclosed homes that are about to go up for auction. For this, you usually have to go to the county building on a certain day to participate in the auction. Real estate agents can often connect you with people that are about to have their home foreclosed on, and that way you can talk to them and possibly purchase the home before it goes to foreclosure, before it goes back to the bank. Foreclosed homes are often the cheapest fixer-upper homes. If you've decided you are up to fixing up a home, you should think about a foreclosed home. Today I first discussed the possible cons of purchasing a fixer-upper home. Second, I discussed the possible pros of picking up or fixing a fixer-upper home instead of a turnkey home. And finally, I discussed the places that you can look for foreclosed homes, which are the best option often for finding fixer-upper homes. Buying a fixer-upper home may not be for everyone, but if you weigh the cons and pros and you decide that the pros outweigh the cons, when it comes to making your dream home, the inconveniences of the cons should not hold you back. If you're capable of fixing up a home or hiring somebody to, you should seriously consider it. It's a good idea to buy a fixer-upper home if you have the time or resources to fix it. Allows you to personalize your new home into your dream home.